the stream is today. Can I say how much I hate the events function in Twitch? They use I don't know if it's a European calendar system, but basically they have the calendar set up so that it's not Sunday at the beginning going through Saturday, goes Monday through Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I always hit the far left thinking it's Sunday, like a normal calendar, and of course it's Monday, and it always messes up my time. So it's probably happened 3 times so far. You think I'd figure it out by now, but obviously I have not. So anyway, welcome to the weekly session. Good morning, everybody. You'll see that chat will probably go to sub only at some point, just to slow it down a little bit, so I can keep up to date. We're going to do 3 sketches today. One that we're going to give away to the sub 5, sub 10s, and sub 25s. And if you're going, hey, I don't sub, but I support you, I follow you. Excuse me. What happens to me? Probably next week when I do the stream, we'll have a follower only, and that it would include sub 5, sub 10, sub 25 sketch giveaway. All right, so we're going to start. Actually, what I do is I will go to the leaderboards and see what I have in terms of I think Hope's last Twitch. I think you're the new, you reclaimed the leader's spot. Can't even talk this morning, sorry. Do you have a sketch request character? So it doesn't mean the person Hope's last witch will win the sketch, but they get to pick the character. Sort of something we've been doing just to promote this whole cheer thing and give some benefit for it. I'm not sure. I think people cheer just because they like the channel and they want to support it, but I wanted to give some other sort of benefit to it. You guys can hear me, right? Someone said they can't. The stream volume is too low. Okay, I can turn that up a bit. Okay. Is that better? And I think I'm going to turn up some more. Here. 1 second. Yep. I'm going to add a filter gain and just pop that up a little bit more. Maybe even a little bit more beyond that. How's that? All right. Okay, great. All right. Hope's last Twitch. As leaderboard leader, do you have a sketch idea? All right, thanks, Crispy. Thanks, Renee. Welcome. Good to see everybody. Batman Who Laughs. That's Jathu Khan. I think Hope's last witch is still Longhorn Hellboy with fire crown. All right, you guys are gonna make me use Google here. Hellboy, Longhorn, fire crown. I could do Hellboy, but the Hellboy I do has the. Oh, I see. Interesting. Okay, so Hellboy. Excuse me. So Hellboy, the suggestion of Hellboy unlocks one of my sort of secret origin stories, in that when I first broke into comics, I started at Marvel, of course, and let's see. So I started at Marvel and started working for an editor named Carl Potts, and Carl Potts had worked with Art Adams, and he was from the Bay Area, and Art Adams was from the Bay Area, and so was Mike Mignola. They're from Oakland. And so after I got my break at Marvel, and I decided to move to California, to Berkeley, from St. Louis, Missouri. My editor, Carl Potts, said, "Hey, I can hook you up with Mike Mignola and Art Adams. These guys are buddies of mine. They live out there. They can help you out." And so he kind of just thrust me upon Mike Mignola. And so I was fresh into the business, maybe all of, I don't know, a couple months maybe. And I flew out to Berkeley and I crashed on Mike Mignola's couch for about 4 days. He didn't know who the hell I was. The only person he had to vouch for me was my editor, Carl Potts, who didn't know me that well either. So it was a pretty big leap of faith and kind of speaks to the comic book community. But basically, I crashed on Mike Mignola's couch. He was working on Cosmic Odyssey for DC at the time. It was really awesome. I was just a huge Mike Mignola fan, and so I was a complete fanboy, I'm sure. Just kind of staring and watching him eat his cereal in the morning or whatever he was doing. I can't even remember. But I remember he had all these like photocopies. What the heck was that? All these photocopies of pages he worked on, and what's interesting about it is that Mike, he has very first appearance, sort of very simple style, but there's so much nuance to it, and at the end of the day, he's a genius. And excuse me 1 second, before it's all tied up. More mobility here. Oh, sorry. Yep, I gotta redo the autofocus. Thank you, guys. Every time I start this up, for whatever reason, Logitech will not save. It says save, but it doesn't seem to want to save my settings. I'm gonna turn off white balance, and I'm gonna turn off focus. Turn off autofocus, right? Yep. Turn off my phone. No, I need my phone. When you have 9 kids, you have to have your phone on all the time. Oh, disconnect the house phone. Ah, like that. All right, Spenchi. That's Spenchi 4. All right, 1 second. All right, let's see what we can do here. It's gotta be, oh, you know what? I just realized I had the mic on mute on my headset. So maybe that accounted. I wonder where the sound's coming from then. Oh, okay. Duh. Sorry, guys. Doing this all wrong. I forgot. Okay, so how's that? What is this technology? I was like trying to find the button that do not disturb. I think I got it right. How's this sound? I think this sound is clear. Yeah, it was the webcam. Thanks, Renee. All right, yeah, this is because I had this on mute. I'm like, how are you guys hearing me? I had the red light on the mic. Okay, so that was my story of Mike Mignola, and it got to the point where Mike basically kicked me out at some point. He said, "All right, I think you've stayed here long enough. Can you imagine just a complete stranger, only vouched for by your editor, who only has only literally worked with me, staying at your place?" And I'm sure it was odd for Mike, and knowing him better as a person now, but it was still very cool of him to do that, and it was very helpful. I was able to find an apartment in Berkeley, and I lived there for several years. Very interesting experience. All right, let's move this back up. So the trick to Hellboy for me is there's a fair degree of exaggeration in the figure, the structure, and that's really based on Mike Mignola's style. It's kind of this kind of not a pinhead, but a very small top part of the head here, and then he's kind of like the Thing or the Hulk, early Thing, early Hulk, 60s kind of short nose, long, sort of long kind of distance between the nose and upper lip, sort of classic Kirby monster proportions, and then kind of this big chin, and then I want the horns to fit on the page, and then the fire crown. Stylize that a little bit. So something like this. If you guys have seen me sketch before, I go kind of to ink pretty quick. Doing more pencil work on this just to make sure I've got the details right. And there we go. I think it's got pointy ears. Yep. Okay. Yeah, thanks for the resub. I'm going to turn up the volume just a little bit. Here's what I'll do. I'll mute that. Then I'm going to turn up the rest. Will I be going to the Justice League premiere tomorrow? I will. You'll see that on my stream. I think it starts around 6 or 7 o'clock or something like that, so I will be there. And what happened to my tape? I cleaned up my office, so I can't find anything. Usually it's a complete mess, but I know where everything is because you're interacting with these things on an almost daily basis. So I'm going to put this here. I'm going to find the tape. Yeah, those times in my life where I thought to be an effective person, I needed to be very organized, and I gave that up a long time ago, and I've done okay still. I am definitely more the disorganized work based on a rush of inspiration than someone who's very methodical. And although I'm methodical, I think in the way I kind of approach drawing, the actual work sort of approach in the way I just kind of run my life in general is a little haphazard. I could probably tighten it up a little bit, put a little more order into it, but I kind of thrive. Well, I don't know if I thrive in chaos, but I can deal with it pretty well. All right, so I'm just. Ooh. Caveman Jim, he finds taps. I don't know what that means. Taps? Tape. All right. The tape is there so I don't have to keep holding it up when I get other stuff here. All right, so then I've got this, it's just a pencil holder, lead holder. I think this is probably HB lead. You can sharpen it, but I usually don't. I like the blunt tip. All right. And this is a little bit darker than that other pencil I was using, so. So you got that. So 0.3. What else do I have here? 0.1. Got this. These are different colors, so that's no good. I'm looking for a 0.5 or 0.8 like this one here. I don't know if he's got eyebrows. Oh, what was that? Something happened. Oh, it was a chair. So thank Will Bruce Art. Turn that down just a little bit. That's pretty loud. So anyway, getting back to the Mignola story, but it was really interesting to see how he worked, where he basically would pencil out a page, and then he would go to the Kinkos, because this is before camera phones and scanners were very expensive. I think he would go to Kinkos and then make photocopies of those pencil pages, and then he would take a Sharpie and he would fill in all the areas that he intended to be black. That because he would draw everything out, really kind of outlines, and he put X's where all the black shapes were supposed to, or the black shadows were supposed to be, or the inker was supposed to fill everything in black, or where he was going to fill in black. And then you could see the same page. He'd have a couple different photocopies of the same page with different sort of black, spotted black shadow light schemes, and it was just really fascinating to see his approach. And how powerful those black shapes could be, and the thought that went into it. I think the temptation, especially when you're just a kid looking at very simple black and white art like that, is that, oh, they just filled in this black area because it saved them time, or they were lazy or something, and it's furthest thing from the truth. I mean, it takes probably just as much skill, if not more skill, to be able to spot shadows effectively, to create depth and form and all that good stuff. Okay. Cross-hatching time. Who is Renee? Renee is a frying pan. Renee is a PUBG god. That's who Renee is. Soft-spoken. He's a nurse in real life, but he's the PUBG virtual battlefield. Cold-blooded killer. What's the longest you've ever gone drawing without drawing? I can go without drawing for months. I kind of go through periods actually now at this point in my career where I will take on an assignment and have an assignment that will go for several months, and then I take some downtime so I can just kind of focus on the day job, and kind of get my life back in order. When you're drawing, constantly in your free time, it takes its toll on family time and family life. So I just have to always strive to kind of find the right balance. And you can kind of see I'm using the pencil lines that I put down as a guide, but at the same time, kind of deviates from it a bit. Really kind of drawing with ink. That's kind of what differentiates a sketch from. I know there was some talk about that Shazam piece I did, and whether it's a sketch or a finished drawing. To me, it's a sketch because a sketch I'm really kind of drawn with ink at the same time. I'm not erasing things. It's not designed to be printed or published, because there's a lot of things that don't make it camera ready, I guess. It's just a very kind of rough take on it. It's almost like a prelim in a way, like for a more finished, polished version. But at the same time, I mean, it's not like you can't enjoy it and appreciate it for what it is. But that's the difference to me between a sketch and a finished illustration. Okay, so even as I go through here, in my mind, I know what areas I'm going to sort of fill in with black. And I kind of make mental notes of that. So it's a good thing as you guys work to kind of use your brain as sort of a post-it note of visual ideas. And let's see what we're going to do about this crown, fire crown here. I've seen it kind of graphically represented, but I'm doing more as if there's like an image of a crown that's fluttering in the flames, and the waves of the flame kind of thing. And so you'll see that the lines kind of bend a little bit. The lines aren't completely whole. I was toying with the idea of having the fire just be done with the tissue paper effect, but I'm going to try to do something a little different here. Okay. I don't know how calendars work. Who puts a calendar where it starts Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and put Saturday, Sunday at the end? I mean, I know it exists, but come on. Every other calendar starts with a Sunday. All right. Ink. Where's a brush? There's a brush. Or at least they could have the calendar where the Saturdays and Sundays are called out in a different color. Just one idea. Twitch. It's a free idea. I freely offer it up. Okay. Turn that down a little bit. Work week calendar, perhaps. I don't know. My work week calendar, it starts with a Sunday. At the office. all I'm saying is let's just standardize it. You know, like how everyone uses the metric system. That was a joke. All right. Dad humor. Sunday morning dad humor. All right. I'm dispensing of using the water bottle cap this time. I'm just pouring the ink directly onto the drawing. And I can do it with this paper because this is a different sketch paper. It's a little more porous, so it soaks up the ink and holds it on the paper longer in a very subtle way. So if I had slicker paper, the ink might start running down a little faster, making this a little more challenging. But because I know that this paper holds ink a little tighter than normal, has a little more of a rag consistency, it's a little rougher, I can just kind of dab the ink directly on the page, saving me the time and hassle of holding a thimble full of ink. What paper is this? Good question. I bought this paper 15 years ago. And I know that because I bought it in Europe when I was living in Italy for a year. So it is Design Blanc Cassé. I think it means drawing white. I don't know what that means. Paper for drawing. I'm going to say cassé means pad. White drawing pad. Am I close? Anyone speak French? So it's just basically 9.5 by 12.5, 24 by 32 centimeters, acid free. Just yeah. It's a little bit of a creamier color actually, and like I said, the finish is more of a vellum, kind of rougher. So in my head, I knew that there were sort of shadows here. You know. And it's weird. Kind of good warm-up sketch. Sort of. Just creating some texture effects here. Side of the brush, just kind of dry brush effects. I imagine this coat is like those Australian, what were they called? My brain is just not working this morning, but it's kind of like leather, but with a waxy sheen on it, I guess, to make it waterproof.
And then some sort of core shadow. That kind of core shadow runs about 2/3 or 3/4, somewhere in the middle. So it's going to be anywhere from the halfway point to the 3/4 point. But it's basically the turning point from which light behind this object curves around this object to the point where it's in shadow, and then as it keeps going, light kind of finds its way back onto the object, if that makes any sense, right? So this is the furthest away from the light source behind it, so it's in shadow. This is the strong side, this is the weak side. So you get more of a rim light over here. And I'm kind of making this craggly line to kind of create the texture of the horns itself. Right, and then there's a similar one right over here. I kind of do it sideways here because the paper's taped down. Okay. All right. Well, what's the emote? Strategine. Welcome, welcome. Let's see. Hold on 1 second. Closing out some windows here. For whatever reason, my trackpad, which normally has a tactile push response, that's gone away. So I have to double tap to grab windows to move them around, but if you double tap too quickly, it closes them. I have about as much control of my computer as I do my characters in PUBG, which is weak. So Marvin Duran has resubscribed. Thanks a lot. Thank you for 2 months. That's awesome. When It Rains has subscribed. Welcome. B4T Dreams has subscribed. Rob's Comics Art has subscribed. Nightcrawler has hosted. Thank you very much. Will Bruce Art has cheered. I mentioned that before. Thank you again. I think I'll let Will Bruce Art pick the next sketch idea. Mood Ray has resubscribed for 2 months. Thank you. Thero Gucho has subscribed. Grumpy F23 has resubscribed. Queen City Amusements. The Batman Who Laughs. Big Wormy has hosted. Hey Big Wormy. Well, hey Big Wormy channel. And Crispy, happy 3-month anniversary. Jim, Kappa. Thank you, Crispy. My wife will be jealous. D. Calvin has subbed for 3 months. Thank you very much. It was good seeing you in New York. And speaking of which, not speaking of New York, Mora1618 has cheered. Thank you very much. We were just talking the other day about doing a sub-only get-together at WonderCon. I'll be there for, I think, 2 of the 3 days, and the idea was some sort of get-together. So you guys, if you had stuff you wanted to get signed or something, take some selfies. do that. It's in Anaheim in March, I believe. So I'm just adding a little more detail here and there. The ink is pulled up here. I'm going to probably take tissue paper and do something kind of going up here. But now I'm thinking I should be a little bolder with this, so I'm going to basically go ahead and drop in a much deeper shadow here. Okay. And I'm letting the ink really kind of dictate the shape, even though in my head I have kind of a general idea of what I want it to be. All right. And then, let's see, let's go ahead and do this. You know, there was a Pittsburgh Comic Con, and I did go. I thought I went to that years ago. I have been to Pittsburgh. Hope's Last Witch. Oh no, he's going bold. Right, so you can. So in my head, I see black here, white there, and so kind of black going here. The shadow kind of going diagonally on this sketch. And if I were Mike Mignola, I would have photocopied the head that I just did and then have used a Sharpie to kind of create blackout effects to sort of see how that light scheme would look and how much black I would put and where and da. So, okay. So I'm thinking it looks better. So this collar is actually casting a shadow on the top part before the light kind of reacquires the bottom part. And I use that word like require. It's almost like the shadows and the light are competing and fighting against each other. Try to conquer space, acquire space from one another, territory. All right. Okay. And now my last conventions commission in 2010, like an actual drawing done at a show. Maybe. It's been a while, for sure. Okay. Since this is more porous paper, it's going to take a little more ink to kind of get the effects I want. But you can kind of see that the edges are a little kind of smoother and more. I just realized because the paper is creamy that the whiteout's gonna really pop and it's gonna stand out. So I have to be careful that I just can't run it and have a seamless thing. It's actually gonna create a highlight actually, because the colors won't match the paper and the whiteout. Alright, we'll try to use it to my advantage. Our advantage, we're all drawing together here. And let me see if I can, while I got some dry brush stuff going on, I can create a medium value here with this. Create a couple core shadows, little modeling. right? A Jim Lee support group. Does anyone want to make the almost won a sketch? No, you didn't almost win a sketch. You won the sketch, but you weren't at the right sub level, so you technically lost it. You forfeited it. But you did win, Crispy. Heck no, Crispy, no one wants to join that group. Oh my gosh. Oh, hey, Kate. Kira is here. We have Renee. We have. Let's calm down. Let's calm down. You're the one using all caps. Okay, so I've got these kind of gray shapes, and I'm going to render into them so they don't look like just random smudges. Gonna kind of try to organize the gray shapes a little bit. All right. So I'm reacting to the effect I created, which I can only kind of control in that when I lay it down, I'm not sure if it's going to give me exactly the shapes I want. But I didn't want to create that kind of core shadow in that part of the head. And I think I'm pretty much done with this except for the whiteout. All right. It wasn't I didn't re-roll that fast. Just fast enough. All right. You know, I can't remember what level that was. Was it a sub 25 that Crispy won, or is it a sub 10? Let's just say for the, if there's roughly 50 people and you won, that's 1 out of 50, right? So what is that? That's a 2% chance of winning. So 2 out of 100. To do that twice, if it's the same number of people, it's 4 out of 1,000, right? Yeah. If it's the same number of people. So these lines create both texture and also create form, or reinforce form, because I'm basically, the lines are kind of curving with the curvature of the horns. And the idea is that helps reinforce the fact that they're three-dimensional and go around. Okay. And we'll probably do a meetup at San Diego as well. And MegaCon. I think I've announced it here first that I was actually going to be at MegaCon. I think they officially announced it just this week. But it's been a while since I was at that show quite a while ago. So I'm done with this. Got to move on to the next one here. So will Bruce Art as I think second position cheerer. Although there's some people that there's another way to cheer or donate. I guess it's direct. It's that link that's on that first page, and every now and then I'll get notice that someone, and not even during a stream, I'll just like out of the blue I'll see on my phone that I got a cheer, and I'll keep track of those as well. So if those people want to call out sketches, that would be fine by me as well. So I'm just kind of creating a gray middle value here, and I'm doing it with pencil. And these other kind of lines kind of make the skin a little craggly. And then it's got an eye, but I kind of want to make it more subtle. That kind of pinpoint of the eye. Alright. So that's that one. A European meetup? Pity, yes. I'm sure I will be in Europe at some point next year. If not Album, the comic shop in Paris. I don't like that. They're celebrating, I think, their 20th anniversary, I want to say. And or some anniversary, I want to, and I will be going out there to help them celebrate in the spring, I think. Okay, so that's Hellboy. So Will Broussard, what do you have? Carnage? Really? Carnage? Wow. You know what? What do I know about what the fans like? I'm not editorializing. Or am I? I don't know. Carnage. That's just like Spider-Man, but with like blood splatter on his face, right? Carnage. You guys are big Carnage fans, really? Draw an egg roll. Draw an egg roll. Egg roll. Carnage. Carnage. I'm still thinking about that one. Carnage. 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 All right. Got the dipping sauce right here because you got to have the dipping sauce. It is crispy. Pretend to give it to crispy. That I'm gonna have to do that. All right, Carnage, 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 Carnage. All right, hold on. Carnage, as the French like to say. Carnage. 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 That would be Italian, right? Yeah. Okay. Carnage. Okay. Carnage is a greasy spider. Don't do it, Jim. I'm with you, Vahiti 23. I'm with you. I'm like going, should I? Carnage, greasy spider. I might have drawn Carnage once in my lifetime. Carnage makes me squint. Whoops, way down here. Sorry, guys. Kneecap, thigh, calf, foot, back, oblique or whatever, ribs, shoulder, tricep. Maybe the other hand should go here. Kind of like the other hand over here, so that's going to have to rethink that, the positioning of the... Let's just go like that. And sometimes you can use your pencil rather than draw the figure. You can draw around the figure to make the figure pop. Correct? Let me move this out of the way. Would I consider using watercolors one week? I can consider it, yeah. Okay. Carnage is just a variation of a variant character. I agree with that. I think Carnage is essentially a thinner, carb-free version of Venom. So I would agree with that assessment. Everyone hates drawing Spider-Man stuff. I am not a big fan of drawing Spider-Man. Character is fine. Like the character as a kid. It's just, I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's all those webs and all those other crazy things. All right. Wait, does he have teeth? I thought he had teeth here. Looks like he has teeth. And then he's got these things that kind of hook up. All right. The cool thing about Carnage, though, it seems like there's really no way to not draw him. I mean, you can do whatever you want. So here we go. I'm going to go get my Carnage on here. It's going to go all out, dude. I don't know where this is going to end up. I'm going ham. All right, tired already. Fangs. Just dab ink all over the page and call it a day. You know what? I kind of like that. To draw Carnage, pretend you're drawing Spider-Man, but with spaghetti. Does he have one of those tongues like Venom that kind of go all over the place too? Probably. Make sure that I'm drawing within frame here. 1 second. Yeah. All right. Okay. Resuming my intensity with this character. Okay. I feel like there's nothing I could do to screw this up, right? That's probably a bad belief, though. Just want to make sure. Like, can I draw? How much can I do? Like with my eyes closed here. Hold on, let me see what happens if I just close my eyes, draw the neck muscles, and then the back. Let's just keep doing this. Create some truly random lines. Okay. Probably just as good as if I had my eyes open. It's working. Yes, it's working. Maybe if I could, can I just draw Carnage asleep? Is that possible? Or just close my eyes like this and draw like the forearm muscles and. How's that for my acting there? Right? Feel the force. That's right. You don't need to keep your eyes open to destroy the Death Star. That's for sure. Stream of consciousness type drawing. It's and that's the thigh muscle, calf, down here. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's see if I can do this hand here with the thumb, pointer finger, middle finger, ring finger, pinky. Okay. Yeah, you could probably just draw it. Hey, welcome back, Kate. Feel the Schwartz. Tissue smears with eyes. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. I should get my son, my 4-year-old son, come up and just draw random squiggly lines. Okay, so who's the... Aside from... Is Mora 1618 here? That's the next top toaster I see. Do I have red ink, Russell? I do have red ink. You know what I can do? Thanks for the resub, Kira. Oh my gosh. Alright. Gluman has just resubbed. Thank you. Alright, what do we got going on here? Alright, let's see what happens. This does go faster. You know what? I should probably just draw this way all the time. For ultimate speed. Maybe I'll create a cluster of 3 though. Let's see. Okay. Make sure I get these onto the right ones. Go for 4. Sometimes I would do art panels. I would bring fans up to the table to help kind of finish sketches. This would definitely be one. Just go ahead and just draw some random lines. Wherever you want. Doesn't matter. Okay. So to make this, now to pull this together somehow, I'm thinking that it's mostly black, and then although that would be more Venom-like, I realize, but let's try this here. Let's see what happens if I do this. Getting dangerously close to the ink just flowing wherever it wants. You know, they say I don't know what they say. I was trying to think of the saying. I want to say improvisation, invention is the mother of necessity. Something like that. Jeez, I need to wake up. can someone help me with this quote? It's a famous quote, basically saying, I don't know what it's saying. Basically something to the effect that man will create what is needed to make something work, right? Oh, I wish I were doing this on a flat surface. It's already pulled together there on that kneecap. Necessity is the mother of invention. There we go. That's what I meant. Exactly. Leisure is the mother of all vices. I believe that one too. The father of invention is a deadbeat named Steve. Okay. So I'm going to put this aside and let this dry. After I kind of do a couple more of these here. And normally, when I do ink, I ink on a flat, well, not always, but I try to, and then it makes things like this easier to do. Okay. You know what, I would like to see this go more to black right here. Wise men say forgiveness is divine, but never pay full price for a late pizza. These sound like fortune cookie sayings. All right, I'm going to put this down over here, guys. All right, Carnage. All right, so we're up for the last sketch. We have, because I started late, how long have I been streaming? Did you ever get that back brace for your arm? I did wear a brace for a while, but everything is much better. It was just like a one I found online, where you go to, it's you just go to the local pharmacy. All right, so there was a person I called out before. Who was it? Mora 1618. Are you here? Are you here, Mora 1618? Oh yeah, the Lord of the Light. The Lord of the Light. What is that? Is that like... Lord of the Light. Is that like those Irish step dancers? Michael. What a... Michael Flatley. Is that what you want? Lord of the... Oh, he's Lord of the Dance. What do I want? Jack Kirby, Lord of the Light. I used to own that art. Okay. Lord of the Light. Right now, all the sub-5s are cursing Mora. You're going to stick us with Lord of the Light? I don't even see Lord of the Light. Nothing is popping up on my Google. Oh, okay, Lord of Light. Kind of looks like Galactus. Do you have a second, Mora? Do you have? I appreciate the esotericness and the tribute to the High Father, Almighty High Father, Jack Kirby. Do you have another choice? Talon. I already drew Talon. Do another Carnage. Yeah, I already drew Talon. You have another one on top of it. Alfred. Talon is cool. No, I drew Talon. Well, no, I didn't draw Talon for you guys. I already drew Talon. So later this week, I have video footage of some sketches I basically recorded instead of streamed, and so I will do a voiceover and chat and channel about what you guys watch, so I can actually pay attention more to the stream. But in that, you will definitely see Talon. I did Talon, Robin, Dead Man, and one other character. They're all circus related, and they were prizes that I gave away at my Halloween party. I wanted to DC characters that had a connection to the circus. So, KANEDA, right? KANEDA, that's how you say it, from AKIRA. KANEDA. I can do that. I've never drawn KANEDA before. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. My Japanese is horrible. No, I didn't miss Vampirella, don't worry. KANEDA's the hero. Tetsuo is the guy that goes crazy, right? Yeah. All right, let's do this. It's the last one here. All right. If I could find a shot of this motorcycle from the front, that would help me out quite a bit. Okay, that's kind of cool like that. All these esoteric character requests make me wonder. Do you guys read DC Comics at all? Any of you? Just curious. Have you heard of it? Published characters like Superman, Wonder Woman. Maybe you might have heard of her. What does it say on the back of his jacket? Good for health, bad for education. Yes. Okay. see if I can make this work here. Not sure about what I've got going on. Got that. Got that. Oh my god. Well, you guys, I gotta turn off my family here. They're just going crazy in chat. There we go. Okay. I just gotta figure out. He's holding the gun in front of him, so it's a little tricky. So he's got his arm. I gotta basically draw through and make sure this. Maybe I put the gun here. In which case, that arm basically shortens up right here. What do you think about that? And then that way I can put this arm I'm going to try to go for the harder shot here, which would be hand there, hand there. Going to turn that gun more onto its side. Probably put that in shadow over there anyway. Okay. I think that's what I got. Trying to get a cleaner look at this gun. Oh wait, he's got, what is this? Alright, let's see if I can do this right. Do this with a pretty kind of airy line, nothing really hard edged. Kind of mimic a little of the original Japanese manga that inspired it. Okay. And this part I'm just making up. I don't have a real good clean look at this box, but I know it's some sort of weird mechanical electrical device that I think powers up the gun. So I can just kind of, I know this is going to be mostly in shadow over here. So I can just sort of Greek it out here. And then I have the jacket, and the jacket's going to be pushed up by this thing here. This contraption. of loose. The line's kind of loose and airy looking. So we'll go over here, same thing. Excuse me. Giant sleeves kind of rolled up. Let's see what happens when the sleeves come down here. Okay. What's that? I'm drawing the right character, right? Drawing's a little off screen. There we go. Am I closing my eyes in this one? What kind of statement are you making? All right, sorry. Okay. No, we don't want Otomo to see this ever. So now I'm freaked out. Okay. All right. This. You see, I'm okay with having multiple lines represent the same thing here. All right, so then the big, cool gloves. Finger 1, finger 2, finger 3, finger 4, thumb. Okay. Forearm in there, other glove here, other hand down here. Okay. You know what? I just realized this character is also red. So the theme of the day has held through. So good job for you guys. Good job on you guys. Making that happen. So good for health. Forgive my lettering, I'm not much of a letterer. Bad for education. Hey, for those of you guys that collect Post-it notes, I'll be contributing some art for the giant robot. I think it's the fourth year in a row I've contributed, third or fourth year in a row. But they have this cool gallery here in LA, and a lot of local artists and not so local artists basically create little masterpieces of art. Others, I just sketched something very quickly. And they post it up on their wall, and then people camp out for a day or two, and they can buy each post-it note, regardless of who did the art, for $25 each. It's literally a steal. It's pretty cool. I'm always tempted to go and get some because like there's some amazing artists that are contribute, including like James Jean. He'll do some, but I just cannot see myself camped out for days or 2 days or whatever. All right, so I got to draw this gun. I just want to make this is the only thing I'll use a hard edge for. So it's over there. So the handle's over here. Kind of have to fake the back end of this gun here without a clean illustration. Just have to model it off of some sort of weird bazooka type stun gun thing. It's got, I know it's got like a big reservoir there, and then the main barrel is like right above it. So right. Okay. Now this head of his search KANEDA. Yeah, that would require. The problem with getting reference is then it actually slows down the sketch. It's easier to kind of do it based off a very simple idea of what I think it is. Okay. See what am I doing here? Let me just do a little, figure out what I'm doing here with this face. Am I doing an American style face? I'm going to do more of a Japanese manga thing. This is eye half closed. Not sure what he's doing. Does he smoke cigarettes? I don't know if he smokes cigarettes. Too quick. Sorry, I know there's something. kind of pencil is that? I went over it earlier in the stream. It's just a lead stick holder. Okay. All right. And Renee, and Kate, what do you guys think should be 5, 10, 25? Any thoughts on that? I think I have a list of all my supplies on my front page or my feed page. Gotta wrap this up. So while Kate and Renee confer over what should be what, you guys can feel free to chime in what you think should be 5, 10, 25. I will finish up drawing these buildings and basically fill in the shadows very quickly on this one. And we can get a rolling. For those of you that are new, basically we use a bot. Nightbot has a random roller. It can't differentiate between the different sub-levels, so I'll have you guys type in the name of the character when it's, well, I'll give you the keyword that you have to type in to be eligible, and then it basically will choose through those. And then you have to kind of prove through use of emojis what level you are. It sounds very complicated, but I'll walk you through it, and don't worry, you won't get screwed out of a sketch. No, that would never happen. You would like never win a sketch and then not get the sketch unless, well, it has happened in the past. I can't remember who it happened to, but it did happen once. To some unfortunate soul. Anyway. Did Kate and Renee, I don't know if they're both here. Prime is 5, yes. Prime is 5, correct. I want to say thank you very much, actually, for all of you guys that sub, follow, cheer, donate, chat. Appreciate it. This whole thing has been kind of an interesting experiment for me to, it's this kind of combination of online teaching, Patreon, fan club kind of thing, and couldn't exist or happen without your guys' support and interest and benevolence and financial support. So let's see. Carnage 5, KANEDA 10, Hellboy 25. Really? Really? Interesting. Seems logical. Okay. Almost done with this. Give it a couple more bits of rubble here. And I think I'm done with the rubble. Carnage was done with my eyes closed, so it seems right that it's 5. Doesn't matter with 5. Is it the drawing or the intent behind it? If a drawing took 5 seconds versus 10 hours, does that make a difference? Do you see that? What if you can't tell? Should that matter? All right, that's. Okay, and then gotta put underside of the gun here. Okay. All right. Just need a piece of tape here. any future collaborations with me and Bendis. I think there's going to be some announcements forthcoming on what Brian is working on. Those are his announcements really to make, and I'm privy to some of them, and I think you guys will be very excited to see what's in store. That's all I can say. Okay. This piece is interesting because it's still not dry. It's still wet there. So hold on one second. I'll put it over here. If you carefully dab, you can prevent smudging and actually get this stuff dried faster. Oops. Okay. So this will be dedicated to the people that win. So as soon as you win, I'll send you an email, and I'll ask you who should this be dedicated to and where it should be mailed. If it's outside the continental 48 contiguous states, I do ask you guys pay for the postage because it can add up. I've had a couple winners from the UK or Canada, and it's added up. But it seems people are happy to pay the postage, right? Right. Okay. Oh, hey, Mason, what's up?
Do you want anything from Subway?
Yeah, I'm almost done, so this will be it.
Okay.
I'll give you my order in a sec. Okay. And
Are you gonna give away all this stuff?
yep, about to do it now.
So delayed.
Huh? Yeah, it is delayed. Well, the video's delayed. There's Mason's stream. Mason will be back. Probably Destiny 2. I think I'm going to have you and like Luke stream that at some point.
I mean, I need to get to level 20 because Lucas is already at max. So I just
Mhm.
level 20.
And they're also very excited to for Vanilla WoW. I know they announced that at BlizzCon. So. Okay.
I think you could refresh the page. I think it's just at your video.
If I refresh it, I lose the chat.
Oh,
It's all right.
someone followed.
Oh, I got this weird appendix thing hanging out here. What the heck is that? Okay. I think they're all in the frame. The egg roll for crispy. You mean this? I should rip it out. Look at this. Hold on a second.
Are you gonna give away River's painting?
Oh, no, that's just mine. That's my own. There
I
we
don't
go.
need help with Destiny 2. I know how to play it. Like, I just don't play it that much.
Right. I think he's saying he would
Yeah.
game with you to level up.
Like, I'm already, I think I'm like level 16 or 15.
Uh-huh.
And we and Lucas and Remy already found a really
Right.
quick way to level up.
It's a bitter egg roll. That's what this egg roll is. That's a bitter egg roll. Sorry. That's what that is. All right. There's no chicken dinner in that egg roll. All right. Where is this thing? Where did I put the night bot? All right. Okay. Okay, the active or the keyword will be, so what was it? Carnage was 5, right? What are we doing? We could do egg roll. We'll do egg roll for anyone if they want this. We'll open up the egg roll. I'll give it my fancy artsy signature. Okay, so we'll do the egg roll. Keyword will be crispy. Case insensitive. CRISPY. Anyone can win this. And Renee or Kate, go ahead and open up chat to everybody so that we can see the winner. Okay, crispy. So if you want to win the egg roll, type in crispy.
Oh my god.
Okay, you just have to type in once.
Jim, what if you typed in crispy and you won?
Yeah, okay, so here we go. All right, here goes crispy. Right? People are still typing in crispy. I should wait. Okay. Anyone that wants the egg roll, type in crispy.
If crispy wins it, it'd be amazing.
The chances of crispy winning are, oh, it's slim. That's all I can say. But good luck to everybody. Here we go. This is open to anyone. Type in crispy. Just type in once. That's all you have to do to be eligible to win this lovely rendering of a crispy egg roll. Slightly bitter, not vegetarian. You know what they say? I don't know what they say. All right, here we go. I'm going to roll it right now. Well, people are still typing in crispy. I'm going to if you're in chat, you want to win this, just type in the word crispy. You don't have to worry about it. It does have sauce on the side.
You got 30 seconds.
Okay, here we go. Give you 30 more seconds, as Mason has said. And here we go. Imagine winning an egg roll. That's right. The winner is the Jigga Man.
What? That's funny. He was the one that said, "I'll help you on Destiny 2."
Oh. All right, dude. I'm going to send you. So, who to...
Carnage 5, Hellboy 10, and then...
Yeah.
25.
So basically, you'll get a message through Twitch that says who to dedicate to, where to mail it, and I'll say in the body of the text egg roll so I know what's up. So I know who to send it to. All right. Going back. Now we are... go ahead and close up. Thank you, Jigga. Glad you like it. Now we're going to go back. And this one will be... go ahead and close the chat back up, Renee or Kate, please. Sorry, guys. Just do that to make it... When it's open to everybody, it rolls by so fast I can't read anything. All right, so Carnage is going to be 5. So that means everyone is eligible for Carnage. I put a lot of effort into Carnage. I just want you guys to know that it's my favorite rendition of Carnage I've ever done. And the keyword will be Carnage.
This one's delayed and now it's just showing all the crispy.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Right.
Carnage.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, someone donated more bits.
Yeah, someone did.
How much is that?
That one's, I think it's 100.
$100?
Thank you, Hope's Last Witch. Hope's Last Witch. Hopeless Twitch. It's so confusing. All right, here we go. We're going to roll it. Good luck on the Carnage.
3, 2, 1.
Daily Planet 52, subscriber since October 3rd. You are the lucky winner of the Carnage illustration sketch. Well, they don't have to show the emote because it was subbed only, so it's 5, 10, or 50, 5, 10, or 25. So there's no way you could have won without being a sub on that one.
I'm still not a sub, so I can't use any of our emotes.
All right, so the next one will be Hellboy,
$10 on there.
right?
10 and up.
And obviously, guess what the keyword is going to be? Hold on, let me change it. It's Hellboy, but if after you win, you have to emote the Mason Bacon face to show that you're, or the 25 Batman, the sub 25 Batmans. Either of those messages will work. Congratulations, Daily Planet 2052. Sorry. So those of you interested in the Hellboy and are sub 10 or sub 25, please make yourselves known. Okay. And good luck with it. I'm going to give it a couple more seconds. So I see people still typing in the word Hellboy. You just have to type it in once. It's case insensitive. And from now on, I'm going to make the streams 2 hours. I don't think I could ever get it done in an hour and a half at this point. So 2 hours is reasonable. All right, here we go.
You could do a 24-hour stream.
And there we go.
Crispy. Oh.
Russell Heath won. I know Russ. Hey, Russ. Congrats, man.
Dang, he's been a sub for a while.
Yeah. Russ is, he's an armed forces vet over in England. Very nice guy. So congrats. Are you singing?
No, I just had a song stuck in my head.
There will be new emotes too, some more custom emotes. I want to thank Crispy for making some suggestions for new emotes, and so I'll create those. All these emotes are handcrafted by myself. So you can see actually the very first ones they did were a little muddy, and they've gotten a little better over time.
Did you get a picture of me from like one of my school photos?
Yeah, this is a school photo.
I could tell because of the hair.
Right. Okay, the last one will be KANEDA, but I'm gonna put AKIRA as the keyword, just because I don't want people to screw up the spelling. So that's the keyword right there. Oh, I can win.
Jim, what did you do?
Oh, can we see the emote, Russ?
What did you do if you did win?
Hold on. Let's see if Russ. We need Russ to. I don't know what level Russ subscribed at. Dun, 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 dun. Uh-oh.
What?
He's like, which emote?
My.
Yeah. This emote.
Do Mason.
Yeah.
Jimmy Mace. Do that.
Have I screwed up? Possibly, Russ. I can double check here. 1 second, guys. Don't say anything, Mason.
What?
Nothing. I don't know either, Russ. He's busy subscribing. I don't know if that works that way. We would get notification. Just type in the word Jim Lee Mace like that with a capital M.
It's gotta be a capital M.
Well, he's already a subscriber. He might be at a 5 though by
That'd suck. He won, but he didn't win. That happened to me before.
all right. I have nice biceps that do I work out. Thank you very much. I haven't worked out in a while. Yeah. Oh, so Russ, so the first J is not capitalized. So small J I M L L E E, capital M.
No capital.
Try that again, Russ.
Capital M though.
Capital M. J I. Hold on.
Oh no, you can't. Rip.
Yeah. Okay.
That sucks.
Yeah. Sorry, Russ. Okay. Sorry, Russ. Just have to be consistent here. I wish there was a way to prevent that. Meaning, I wish there was a way I could just roll by sub level, but it doesn't allow me to. So to make a difference, I have to.
Can you just open the chat to people to like a certain?
No, you can't. It's all or nothing. Okay, so we're gonna go back. Sorry. Well, you know what? We've already started the AKIRA one, so all the people that I'm just gonna do the AKIRA one, and I'll go back and do the Hellboy one. All right.
Okay.
I could make the Sneak 7. That's a good idea, actually. We'll just do it this way for AKIRA, just because people have already typed in for AKIRA. All right, so here we go. AKIRA. Angry Panda 888. Sub since September 10th. Angry Panda.
Dang, that's actually also pretty long. Can you type in
Can you type the emote?
what emote? Does he have to type in?
It's this Batman one here.
Oh, that's the 25 one.
Correct. There you go. All right, that works. All right, let me send you this message.
Oh, let's go.
Okay. And then we're going to do the Hellboy again, so sorry, Russ. I feel for you, man. And per that Sneak's suggestion, instead of Hellboy for the keyword, we're going to make the keyword, now this is case sensitive, Jim Lee, M-A-C-E. All right, so this is what you need to type in. And obviously when you type that in, you'll get a head there. If you don't have like a Mason emoticon, you're not eligible.
It's gotta be me, guys.
Okay. So go ahead. Don't type in Hellboy. There we go. Is that funny? That's funny. Hey, don't jump up and down. You're shaking the camera. So D. Calvin, you're not eligible because, oh no, you typed in Mace. It's Mace, M-A-C-E, capital M. All right.
Type it in right.
Okay. All right.
No, not Jim Lee Mason.
Okay. Capital M. I mean, it doesn't matter for the roll. It's actually case insensitive. Don't worry about it. But it makes it super fast to see if you won because you'll have a headache. Here you go. I'm going to roll it now. This is for the Hellboy. David Naitre, subscriber since October 30th.
Type it in.
Type in that head again there.
Type in Mace. Gotta type in Jim Lee Mace and show up the amount.
Yeah. The one nice thing about typing in the moat as the keyword is that it would show you as you did it. Oh yeah, he's at sub 25. So whether you're eligible or not. So it's a Hungarian name. Oh, so I'm going to mail this to Hungary. All right. So what's going to happen, David, is that I will get the estimate for shipping, and then I'll have you PayPal me the money if you want to cover the shipping on that. Okay. I find that to Europe, it runs anywhere from $20 to $30 depending on level of service and protection or insurance and all that kind of stuff.
Or he's not even in.
Okay, great. It is 12:20, so we've gone over a bit, but we started late. Thank you guys for tuning in. It was fun actually drawing these. It was a challenge drawing characters I've never drawn before or seldom draw. I'll see you guys again next Sunday. Let me think. I will be here. Yeah, next Sunday. I'm going to be, this week I've got the Justice League premiere, so if you guys are interested in seeing snippets of that, just follow me on Instagram, Jim Lee Art, at Jim Lee Art, and I'll have probably some Instagram live stuff going on. And then Saturday, I'm going to be in Houston all day. I think we're going to hit 5 different stores to support the stores that were affected by Hurricane Harvey. We have a bunch of limited edition, special edition Justice League #1s with a new cover that Jeff Johns and I have signed that we're going to give away. And I believe they're actually giving away tickets at the stores for fans to see a special screening of Justice League Sunday morning at 8 a.m. So for the diehards that want to see it that early in the morning and have popcorn and soda that early, or stay up all night, you can do that. But I'm only there Saturday. I think I fly out like 11:30. I go from I start my first store signing at 11. I end around 9 o'clock at night, and I go directly from that store, which is the closest to the airport, and I fly back because I've got some stuff going on back home on Sunday, including the next week's stream. So next week we'll do a giveaway for just followers, so no subs, and then we'll probably do just 2 other sketches, probably a sub 5 and a sub 25, or a sub 10 and a sub 25. I'll figure it out, but it'll be 3 sketches, but one will be open to everybody. All right, so have a good week, and I'll see you guys later. Thank you also to Renee, and to Kate for being our fabulous mods and hosts. They are super reliable, super friendly, super knowledgeable, and this channel could not really work effectively or be as pleasant an experience without their help. So thank you guys for that. All right, have a good one.